Hi everybody, here's a quick video to help you with lesson 4.1 in working with non-proportional situations. Sarah wants to go to the local amusement park Saturday, but she doesn't know how much money to bring. The admission fee, which means the cost to enter, is $5, and the cost of each ride ticket is $3. Now we want to take this problem, make sense of it, and some things we want to do. We want to make an equation, we want to make a table of values, and then we're going to take a look at what the graph of this situation looks like. So first let's make sense of the numbers in this problem. In our reading, we read that it was $3 for each ride ticket and $5 for the admission fee. The $3 is going to be known as our slope. The letter we use for slope will always be M. The $5 admission fee, that's the cost to enter the amusement park, that is known as our y-intercept. Our y-intercept will always be known as our b value. Okay, so M is our slope, our y-intercept is our b. Okay, now putting this together, we can make an equation. We can use the equation, since our slope is 3 and our admission fee 5 is our y-intercept, we can use the equation y equals 3x plus 5 to represent this situation. And in this situation, x is the number of ride tickets Sarah purchases. Okay, so x is the number of ride tickets Sarah purchases, and y will represent the total cost. Okay, so now that's important to know that x is the number of ride tickets that Sarah chooses to purchase, and y represents the total cost. So now we have that information, we can now make a table of values. Okay, generally this is what a table of values looks like, where x, as we said, is the number of ride tickets that Sarah will purchase. All right, so we could put any numbers we want in for x, but we're just going to use basic numbers like 0. That means she went to the amusement park and purchased 0 ride tickets. She could purchase 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets, or 4 tickets. Okay, she could also ride as many rides as she wanted to ride, but we'll just stop at 4, okay? So if she rode no rides, this is how we use our equation. Remember, our equation was y equals 3x plus 5, and that empty space is where our x was. So for our first one, we're going to put 0, okay? So if we calculate our y, our total cost, we would do 3 times 0, which is obviously 0, and add 5, which was the admission fee, and the cost, if she purchased 0 ride tickets, would be $5. Okay? If she decided to purchase 1 ride ticket, we would plug in 1 for x, and then we would calculate our total cost by doing 3 times 1, which is obviously 3, and add on the $5 admission fee, and we can now clearly see that the total cost would be $8. Okay? If she decided to purchase 2 ride tickets, we would do 3 times 2 plus 5. 3 times 2 is obviously 6, plus 5 would give us 11. Okay? And that would mean that 2 ride tickets in total would cost her $11. Okay, hopefully you're starting to notice a pattern. If I were to purchase 3 ride tickets, I would plug in 3 for x. And then I would do my simple math. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 5 is 14. Okay? So that would be the total cost if she purchased 3 ride tickets. And if she purchased her 4th ride ticket, we would do 3 times 4, which is obviously 12, plus 5 would be 17. Okay? So that is what a table of values would look like. Finally, it is important that you know how to put this all together and see what the graph would look like. And if we do it correctly, it should make a straight line. Okay, so looking at our table there, our first point is 0, 5. Okay, so we look at our graph and looking again here at our axes first. The number of rides purchased, that is our x. And if we look over at our y-axis, that's our total cost, all right? So our first one was 0, 5. So I'm going to go to 0 on the x-axis, and I'm going to go straight up, and that would be our first point, okay? We also saw if she purchased 1 ticket, the total cost would be $8. So I'm going to go to number of rides 1, go straight up until I get to 8. Okay, and so on. All right, next one would be 2, 11. Go to 2 on our x-axis, straight up till we got to 11. And we notice the points should be forming a straight line. Okay, the next one was 3, 14. Okay, and finally our last one was 4, 17. So 4 rides would cost her a total of $17. Okay, final step. If you have a ruler, it's going to look a lot better. I don't have one in front of me, so I'm just going to connect them as best I can. And that is the graph of y equals 3x plus 5. I hope that helped.